to cry. It might make you feel better. No, but for real, you guys, being sad is normal and feeling sadness is natural, but not knowing how to deal with your sadness or cope with your emotions is not. So, for today's video, we're going to talk about how to deal with sadness because let's face it, we've been crying since little babies ever since we came out of the womb. So welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance. And before we get started, your homework assignment is due. Yep. So if you're new here, every video towards the end, you will be assigned a homework assignment and it will be completed in the next video. During the beginning, you have to comment in the comment section your experience, if it's working, the results, if it's not working, and how it made you feel. So I'll give you guys that time right now. And we're going to go ahead and get started in today's video. Number one, when it comes to dealing with sadness, you have to cry. Like, be dramatic, cry, throw the tantrum, release your emotions, release how you feel. Crying is healthy, and if anybody makes you feel bad because you're crying, remember, you are a human being and not a robot, and these people are desensitized. And trigger warning, a lot of people who are broken inside, it's not to say that you can't cry or know when not to cry. You want to have balance, but, or it doesn't make it a negative thing, so don't make people feel bad because they can't cry, but it's not natural. But until you learn how to deal with learning how to cry, there is a time and a place. So once you wiped all your tears, once you release your emotions, once you validate your experience, once you threw the tantrum, you're gonna have to rest. I don't know about you, but when you cry, you sleep like an angel. You cry, you see little kids, toddlers, or just adults, because it doesn't matter your age. Everybody cries. Like I said, we've all been crying since birth. When you're done crying, because it's a natural detox and releases hormones and triggers your insides, you're going to calm down. You're going to relax. You may have to sit down. You may have to take a nap. Less is more. You're going to have to give yourself a break. When you're dealing with sadness, you got to slow down. Sometimes you may just have to go for a walk. Like, you're just going to have to ground yourself, and or you'll be able to like meditate. You have to just sit with yourself because you got to be able to breathe. So that's the second thing you need to realize when dealing with sadness. The third thing you need to realize is that you're going to have to practice being vulnerable. And you hear that in a lot of the videos that I make. You have to communicate. You have to ask yourself the following questions. What is wrong? And how does it make you feel? Once you released your emotions, once you sat down and you took some time for yourself and you calmed down, you then are able to express yourself, and you cannot force that. So when you are ready to deal with your emotions, you will. You don't have to force anything or anybody in this lifetime, okay? You're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to articulate what you're going through. You're going to have to say what happened to you, how it made you feel. And eventually, when you do that, you can accept what happens to you. That's the fourth thing. And you can start to come up with solutions. So that's the fourth and fifth thing. In order for you to deal with your sadness, you have to validate it. You have to talk about it. You have to calm down. And you have to be okay with just being sad. Once again, it's normal. And speaking from experience, anybody who says, oh, you're a crybaby or you're weak or you're sensitive, red flag, stay away from them and cut them off. Like, I cut off a lot of people because, one, a lot of people have not struggled or been through similar trauma. It's not to invalidate or compare, but if you're crying to people who have not gone through adversity, sometimes these people cannot help you, or because they don't have the experience, they don't know what to do. So when you're dealing with sadness, it's also important that you surround yourself with people who can be patient with you or who can help guide you, such as myself. And my appointments are going to be open very soon as your favorite mental health specialist, naturopathic physician, like going to a therapist, because you're not psychotic and you're not mentally unstable for crying. Okay, let's make that clear. And any person, once again, who's not capable to help you, you don't need to be around. And once again, it's not to make them feel bad, but if they haven't gone through trials and tribulations, then they're not able to sympathize with me. Like, it's easy to empathize with people, but a lot of people cannot have sympathy because they can't relate, or they just choose not to. And once again, it doesn't make you a good or bad person, but when you're dealing with sadness, you need to be around people if you're not able to cope and deal with these problems for yourself. So I'm currently making the next video, guys, right now, so we're gonna go ahead and get into your homework assignment. This wig is not fully secure, that's why you guys see me playing with it. So your homework assignment for today's video is going to list 1 to 3 things that you like to do when you're sad, or what helps you cope with dealing with sadness. So the 3 things I would list in the comment section. Number 1 for me is resting. Whenever I feel sad or experience some type of disruptance, I like to rest. Number 2, I like to listen to music because it uplifts my spirits. And number 3, I'm gonna have to come back and put it in the comment section, but just let me know what you like to do. Some people like to drink hot chocolate, some people like to watch movies, some people like to write in a journal, some people like to hang out with friends. Let me know what you do and how you cope with sadness. I love you guys. Until next time, bye.